Hello and welcome to the Nestlé Engineering Automation Toolbox training video. So in this particular session, I will show you how to configure the interlocks, how to create an XML file with the interlock descriptions for process and secure interlock. So basically, first on the Orchestra IDE, on the engine that you have created previously, there is one attribute, which is CFG_XML path, where you have to describe the path where the interlocks files are. I have right now two files. So the files is named with the actuator name. Notice that there is not the prefix of the area because we consider that if you have two times the same process unit into your Galaxy, you might need to just duplicate all those XML files without any modifications. So let me open the first file with Internet Explorer, where here you can see that we have two main tags. So we have first the process interlock and then the secure interlock. If I expand the process interlock, then I have another tag, which is a language code. This language code is coming from a table from the orchestra side. So if I open my Galaxy and configure languages, then here you see that I have only English, but I can add French, and you see that the code is 1036. So in this case, I will create a language code. I will add a tag in my XML file with the 1036. Let's cancel. Okay, let's open the language code. And then you can see here that there is the 32 descriptions. So my first descriptions, my second descriptions, etc. So let's have a look on the InTouch applications. I will quickly start it. In my tab, Valve AC, for example, if I click here on my secure interlock, I have this window that appears where I have my emergency stop, right? And if I go to my P, it opens the process interlock, and I have description 1 and description 2. So let's modify those descriptions. Okay, so just edit this one. So training purpose description and the second I would say this is an example. So this is for the process interlock, and this is the secure interlock. So I will keep the emergency stop off by default for my description 0. And here is my, for example, tank already full, for example. So I close and save. I will launch again my InTouch applications. Go back to my Valve AC tabs, and here in my secure interlock, I have emergency stop off, that was there already, and my new secure interlock condition, tank already full. If I go to my process interlock, I have my two descriptions, training purpose descriptions, and this is an example. So on the PLC, let me show you the PLC program. Here, you will see that in the basic control task, there are some routines for the interlocks. So for example, we have the control valve interlock, we have the generic VFD interlocks, the motor interlocks, and then for each type of valve, the interlocks, 3-position, DA, hygienic, and AC. So in this case of V1202, basically we have the PLC code, which is here. what I can do is to add, for example, a line where I will create the conditions and assign an output. Here it will be interlock 1, and here is my P interlock conditions, just to create a condition. Okay, new, create, so validate the line, right here. So now for my process interlock for my line 1, as soon as I will set toggle this bit to 1, I will get a process interlock. I am on automatic mode and I have this icon here. If I open my faceplate, I have now the condition 2 that is highlighted in yellow because it is the first one detected, and the pictogram in front has changed from green to red. Okay, so let's go back to the PLC, toggle this bit. Okay. Now, if we have a deeper look to the PLC code, you will see that we have a word, a 32-bit word, that is CFG underscore OK state. So basically here is bit by bit the OK state that you attempt. So for example here, my interlock 01 is 0. So if it is the OK state as 0, this bit needs to be 0, the one that I'm highlighting here. If I change to 1 and validate these modifications, then I will lose, you can see on my HMI, I will lose my process interlock. And then I have reversed my conditions. If I toggle this bit, my process interlock has disappeared. Okay, we have the same for the secure interlock here. So here it's for the 1302, but if I go up, I have the 1202 secure interlock with my default emergency stop button for the bit 0 here.